These are one of the most interesting basketball shoes I've seen in a hot minute.
What about a cold minute?
I don't think that's a thing.
We should make it.
We should not.
Ooh, that was a little chilly.
I'm so sorry, you guys. I just can't. Hey, what's good, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and breakdown on the Anta KT7. Nope, KT8. Should I redo all that?
Maybe.
Are these the KT8s or are they the KT9s?
They don't have a number anywhere on
I
them.
got nothing, okay? I got the shoes stuffed in a box. They
Here.
didn't even come in a retail box,
Help us sell this.
which is not my job. I'm here to teach people what the product is. I don't give a who buys what. So anyways, these are the Anta KT8s, Klay Thompson's newest signature sneaker. They have so much going on, I don't even know where to start. So we're just gonna start at the bottom, per usual. First off, the traction looks and feels awesome. So we got a spiral traction and the rubber itself feels so grippy. On top of that, it's mad pliable. Like, can you? Super nice. And on top of that, the product description says it's designed with a wear-resistant water ripple outsole. I don't know how wear-resistant this is going to be because of how soft that is. As far as outdoors is concerned, indoors should be fine, but outdoors, I'm not sure. You know, play with them at your own risk and everything like that. But indoors, these things feel like they could be a beast. This is like Air Jordan 1 type of spiral, man. It's crazy. Now the cushion is a whole bunch of stuff like it usually is. So we've got at least 3 foams that I can see. Because the shoes did not come in a box, I don't know if the box or the packaging for the product has the, you know, the blown up thing that they typically have been coming with, at least from Anta. I assume that they will be, but I didn't get anything like that. I literally just got these stuffed in a shipping box with some paper around them. So all I know is that the midsole carrier is what they call a flash edge foam. So that stuff is super comfortable. In the forefoot area, you can see a little cushion poking through, and that stuff right there I believe is their P-Bags foam. It's very similar to ETPU, and instead of it just being heated up and expanded and everything like that, it's actually blown up with nitrogen, so it's going to be a little bit more durable. And then in the back of the heel, I'm assuming it's in the same kind of spot that it usually is, but it's got the Smart SAM foam. Essentially, Smart SAM or SAM foam is supposed to be super impact absorbent, so at the heel right there, it's supposed to take care of you. Now, as far as the way that it feels, this is probably one of the firmest setups from the KT line that I've felt since the 1. So there is that. It's a lot more dense. You can definitely feel it like in hand and everything. It feels bottom heavy. They don't feel heavy on foot, it just feels bottom heavy in hand. And again, it feels more dense than the previous iterations of all of these foams, but it still feels good. So I'm sure that with like some force and actual motion, real gameplay, you're gonna be really happy with the way that they feel and everything. But as of right now, they're a little lackluster. And then the insole that they come with is awesome. Like, this thing is a beefcake, dude. It's got that same nitrogen infused foam. It's a little bit different looking on the bottom, which I think is weird. It's not like a bunch of little like rocks or whatever. It's just smooth as shit. But again, it's very, very comfortable stuff. It's just a little bit more dense. I believe the reason for it being more dense is so that it lasts a lot longer than the previous iterations. Now, one of the more interesting things is that there are 2 pieces on the shoe that are very, to me, intriguing. One of which you can see on the lateral side. You can also see it on the medial, and it's their 3D printed flow. And basically it's their spring plate. So this thing looks to wrap around like from here to there, kind of like a foam posit, if you guys remember those. And something that's interesting is that it wraps up to the kind of like ball of the foot area, not all the way to it, but just close enough to where it adds a little bit of spring when you flex. And so I think that's really interesting. The back though has a carbon fiber piece poking through. So I don't know if that's just there. I don't know if that's gonna go from there to the midfoot. For all I know, that could go all the way through. I don't have the diagram, and it wasn't anywhere. Now the upper is super interesting. Do I use that word too much? Interesting?
Oh yeah.
Okay. My bad, my bad. Now the upper is textiled but very layered, which is really intriguing. Not interesting.
Fascinating.
Super. And the product description for this, I'm gonna read it so I don't f it up. I'm still gonna f this up. The upper is comprised of anisotrophic carbon fiber. What the f does that even mean? Is this carbon fiber threading? If it is, that's cool. Like, that's gonna be a really strong textile build. It reminds me of the Nike, was it the Elite series? I think it was. Like the Hyperdunk Elites, the LeBron 9 Elites, the Kobe 7 Elites, where they used carbon fiber fly wire threads, and there was carbon fiber in the lacing. Man, that was such a cool time. Where'd all the time go? Now, in addition to that, or at least underneath it, is a lot of neoprene. So the upper itself reminds me of a ton of shoes. Like, we got the Jordan 7 kind of in here, the Jordan 15, You know, and you like, if you guys know, you know. This thing though reminds me of the Jordan 20 and the 16 lows. You remember those? I just grabbed a pair of those. Well, not just, but I grabbed a pair of those not too long ago. It's a grail of mine. I think that shoe is f***ing awesome. And that shoe converts, because the 16 low is a low, but it also converts into a mid/high if you wanted it to, in the same exact way that these do, except for those have a little bit more material. So this is what reminds me of like the Huarache style, like basketball shoe, AKA the Jordan 7, because they were very similar. But basically, if you wanted to convert this to a drop top, you just fold this down. Why are these so hard to push in? There we go. So once you finally get the grommets locked in, which are hard as a mother, man, they should be a little bit easier than they are. But this is the way the shoe looks now. So we got a high top, you got a low top. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, they fit true to size. They are very snug, surprisingly, especially for a Chinese branded shoe. Usually they fit a little bit wider than the stuff that releases in the States. These fit 1-to-1. It feels perfect for me, but if you like a little bit of wiggle room, you wear an ankle brace, you wear an orthotic, you're gonna probably wanna go up half a size. What do you think about these shoes?
I think they're the best looking ones in his line so far, especially when you turn it into a convertible.
You know, I'm always surprised by what you say. I just really am. Like, I cannot, like, really? Like,
I pulled up all the KT shoes that you've done.
Huh? Oh, like
while
you
I
were
was
looking
waiting,
at them?
yeah.
Well, I'm just, it's like you really believe in your heart of hearts that these are ugly, but you think that that those are pretty? Like, I don't see what you see. Can somebody explain it to me?
I didn't say like they're the best looking shoes I've ever seen. I'm saying out of his line.
But I'm just saying, you think that all my pennies are ugly, that all my up-tempos are ugly, that damn near every Jordan I own is ugly. But these are, your comment is, they're the best looking one. Like, what?
Out of his
You have
line.
never said that about any of the other shoes. Except for the Giannis shoe. The Freak 4, you were like, well, those look, no, there's so many pretty shoes. And she's just like, yeah, is it the color? Is the color swaying you?
The color swayed me a little
This
bit. He
cotton
showed me a
candy
blue
look.
one, and that one was nice too.
Those ones were actually
But
nice.
it was more so as you dropped this down and struggled to put them together. All of a sudden I was like, that's not such a bad looking shoe.
Well, any shoe that kind of looks like the Jordan 15. I told you, those are hard.
That face was for the Jordan 15, not me struggling to snap it.
Bullshit.
No, I promise you, the Jordan 15s are an eyesore.
They are beautiful, especially the white and red lows, the white and red mids, and the white and UNCs. Please
He also
bring those
likes
back.
their slip-ons, so...
They were not slip-ons, they were mocks.
Nerd alert! What?
But with all that being said, sound off below and let us know what you think about the Anta Kt. Do you think that this is the best looking one in his line?
Do you? Would you agree? I'll make sure to flash all of them.
Everybody's gonna agree with you, and it's just gonna make me upset. Just kidding. That made me upset. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Again, let us know what you think about these down below in the comment section. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, have a good one.